Yo, welcome. Yo, what is up, my knights of the round table? Welcome back to Music Night with the Knight. We got another. I think this is cartoon made rap battles, I'm gonna say. CMRB. We got Invader Zim versus Pinky in the Brain. We're gonna do the same thing we do every day, Pinky. Take over the world. And of course, Invader Zim. I grew up watching both of these shows on Disney XD. At least I watched Pinky in the Brain on Disney XD. I can't remember where Invader Zim used to come on. Maybe Nickelodeon? I can't remember. So, we got this is requested by Supreme King PJ. Ooh, beat kind of go hard. Okay, it's Nick. Microphone. Hey! One is a genius, should have expected lies from earthlings. Even with the dated pop references you're jamming in, your show plots are worse than yours. You're worth pondering, what you're pandering. He had a comic? Damn. That's a rebuttal from hell right there. I don't know who won that. I think this is close. Time for the breakdown. I like how Gurr is holding a piggy bank. Gurr! I love Gurr. Egad. Cut the script short, Pinky. Cut it short. For we're not quite alone. We're not alone in the world. He's an alien. Invader Zim is an alien. Oh, geez, Brain. Indeed we are. But it appears Nick spliced some clones. He's saying you're a copycat. Nickelodeon copied Pinky in the Brain. They made you. Which, kind of. I mean, one's a genius, one's an idiot. Gurr was the idiot. They made off with our shtick. And their next stop's my rightful throne. He's saying, you copied me, now you're angling for my throne when you're just a copycat of me? So before we conquer the world, that's what he always said every episode. The same thing we do every day, Pinky. Take over the world. We conquer the world, we must take over the microphone. Before we take over the world, we're gonna take over the microphone and out-rap his ass. So the perfect parts for the Dark Harvest, for our Dark Harvest. Judging from your names. This one teeny tiny. Which one's the brain? Pinky in the Brain. I would assume the smart one's the brain, the one with the fatter head, so I would assume he's the brain. He's basically saying you're both idiots, so which one of you is actually the brain? Which one's the brain? Hey, wait a sec, they're identical. Both simple-minded vermin. They're not identical. One's taller and leaner. Both simple-minded vermin. One is a genius, ha! One is a genius, ha! Should have expected lies from Earthlings. Oh, you're a genius? Earthlings lie. You're not a genius to me. I'm an alien. I'm a genius. You're not. I've seen the galaxy. You haven't. I don't know where Invader Zim was from. Mars. That's the go-to is Mars. Even with the dated pop references you're jamming in, your show's plots are worse than yours. No one's pondering what you're pandering. So that's some good wordplay right there. That's some good writing. No one's pondering what you're pandering with those outdated pop culture references. You're fuck. Even with the dated pop references you're jamming in. Your show's plots are worse. No one's pondering what you're pandering. Basically, you're only relevant for your time. You're not relevant these days. Your plot doesn't make you relevant. You relied on You relied on the pop cultural references of the olden days. I don't remember when Peek in the Brain came out. I want to say early 2000s, late 90s. Oh, Zim, they're so cute. We keep the little rodents mice or rodents. Grr, focus! Whoever's doing the Invader Zim impression is doing a fantastic job, by the way. Everybody's doing a pretty great impression, I must say. I ain't seen Peek in the Brain in a while, but I remember the brain sounding like that. Gar has a very short attention span. And Gar wanted to keep him because they're cute. And he's telling Gar, focus! Wait, what? That'd be hopeless, since when we've already owned them. You buy a pet, you own them. You own somebody on the mic, you beat them. So we're already keeping them, Gur, because we just owned them on the mic. So that's a fucking haymaker in my opinion. Okay, here we go. You became a role model. I think I'll give the first round to Invader Zim. You became a role model for preteens. Acting quite moronic. But despite your many issues, you're forgotten. You're like your comic. I didn't know Invader Zim had a comic. So, yeah, it is forgotten. He's saying, people remember Peek in the Brain. They don't remember Invader Zim. With your products all rotting on the shelves of Hot Topics, all the little Invader Zim merchandise you could get. Both your network and the tallest made it clear you're not wanted. The tallest were his people. And the network canceled Invader Zim. So basically, you're not wanted on the network or on your own planet. Clear you're not wanted. Ironic that viewing your show is vomit-inducing. Your show makes me sick. When your episodes all center around bodily fluids. He's saying that's ironic. Oi, he oughta vamoose quick. If that's the only flow he's got. So since he's throwing up L's, no wonder he's green always. So when you're sick, you turn green, and you're throwing up L's, you're throwing up losses. So that's a fucking haymaker once again. I'm immune to lice, but my head can't stand your verbal tactics. Lice is like a hair thing. It's like a bug that gets in your hair. Though I never had lice, so I don't know. Though you're correct, on the microphone I am assuredly sick. So that's a rebuttal. He's saying, okay, you're saying my show makes you sick because the bodily fluids. Okay, when I'm on the mic, I'm always sick. I'm always spitting sick. Sorry, I'm getting tongue tied because my mouth is dry. I have nothing to drink right now. My mouth is absurdly dry, and I'm getting tongue tied. Forsaken, no. We're taking over. Our names spread like a virus. Our networks revived us. They did revive Invader Zim. Well, you got left with Elmira. Elmira Fudd, I think that was her name. It was Peek in the Brain and Elmira. That was something that happened. That was a haymaker. Evan did a great job as the Brain. Lil Sex did great as Pinky. The super plushy bros was a perfect Invader Zim. Adroit Wiz was a really good Gur. Maybe even a perfect Gur. So, 10 out of 10 battle. 10 out of 10 battle. I think the lyricism and the wordplay and the bars were all knick-knack, patty-whack, smacking. They didn't rhyme, but it wasn't supposed to. So I really do think that, like, this was so well written. Like, it's hard to put in words how much I love this. As somebody that loved Pinky in the Brain and Invader Zim growing up, this was a perfect rap battle between those two. It was very in character. They're more flexing while dissing than just straight up dissing. They're very egotistical people, so they're gonna flex on each other a little bit. So I thought that was a really cool attention to detail. The battle reflected the characters. I gotta give this a tie. I think Invader Zim won the first round, but I think Pinky in the Brain got him the second round. So, I got it as a tie. Let me know who you thought won in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.